Good afternoon, Joe and Ellie. Great to see you again. This is somewhat unexpected, but nonetheless a wonderful surprise. I gather that you have something that you'd like to talk about. What is that?
Well, it won't have escaped anyone's notice before Christmas and over Christmas and the New Year that the UK has been battered by high winds and stormy seas and storms, Scotland included, and we're asking the general public to go to their local coastlines and take a look at cultural heritage and get in touch with us and tell us what's changed.
Right, I see. I mean, the weather down here in the northeast of England has been fairly dramatic in recent weeks and months. But I mean, do you have any sense of what sort of impact the weather has had on archaeology, especially coastal archaeology?
Well, what tends to happen on the coast is that the waves and the high winds, they shift sediment around as well as bashing into things. They shift the sediment around. So in some areas of the coastline, sand will be stripped away, and that will be revealing new archaeological sites and also more of the sites that we're concerned about. So the issue is that it's time limited, because in due course all of that sediment gets put back again. So we've probably got about 6 weeks, a month or 2 months of a window to get out there and have a look at what's changed now.
Right, I see. So this impact isn't just negative, it's also potentially very positive in terms of finding new sites and new information then?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Right, okay. Oh, that's brilliant. And actually, of course, I mean, you never know what you'll find. I mean, Skara Brae was found because of a storm, wasn't it? So, very exciting. Okay.
It is exciting. And there's a good chance of finding, archaeological material on the coast as well in these sorts of situations.
Yeah. Okay, excellent. Now, I gather that this means that you really want people. This sort of ties in with what we were talking about last time. That is the app and the project that you're working on, to try and get people almost like citizen recorders, citizen archaeologists out there sooner rather than later. Is there any are there any key areas, key sites that if people live close by that they should possibly try and make that car trip now rather than in the summer?
Absolutely, yes. We've got a lot of sites on the very exposed Western Isles, particularly, and on the soft coastline there in the Macher, there's a lot of sites which are very, very vulnerable, particularly settlement mounds, which are prehistoric settlements, and you can get metres and metres of different archaeological sites all overlaying each other. And as they are eroded and as they're battered by some of the weather that we've seen over the past few months, that just gets sort of half sectioned by the sea. So you can see a wonderful cross section of the different layers of settlement through the mound. And they are particular priorities on the Western Isles and also in parts of Orkney as well. You get a lot of these sites. So people in those areas, they're definitely very interesting and very important and high priority sites to look out for. In other areas, particularly on the mainland, we've got different types of sites. I've just been looking this morning at the area of the Borders and East Lothian. Around there, it's a bit different. We've got lots of medieval sites, castles, and also lots of coastal infrastructure sites, harbours and piers and jetties. So we've got later sites there as well that will have been affected in a slightly different way. The other thing is that all parts of the coast are vulnerable. So after any storm, it's very worthwhile to go out, have a walk along the coast and just have a look, because even if it's a site that hasn't been recorded before, it might have been revealed by the storms, by the wind and the waves. So after any big storm like we've been having, it's worth just going down, walking along the coast and having a look, both for things eroding out to the coast and revealed for the first time, and also just for finds that might have been washed out. So it's a good time to pick up some archaeological material from a beach.
Okay. So in that case, it's worthwhile, no matter where people are, really, possibly getting in touch with you, maybe seeing if there's an area of particular interest for you, or just frankly going and just having a look.
Definitely. I've spent the past few days putting together a list of our high priority sites. So if anyone lives near the coast or has a particular area of the coast they're interested in, just get in touch with us and we can send out a list of our high priority sites and a map of where those are. So please do just get in touch and we can send you some information, please.
Okay, that's wonderful. That's great. Well, hopefully this will help cover some of these potentially interesting areas, and well, I look forward to hearing if anything does come in. Definitely, absolutely. So I suppose on a final note, do you have any high hopes in terms of potentially finding archaeology? What sort of things would you like to find following this storm surge?
A Viking boat burial.
Ardnamurken, yeah, absolutely.
Really big one. A Scottish Sutton Hoo.
A Scottish, okay, yeah, excellent, fair enough. Well, here's hoping that your Viking boat burial turns up, I guess, and it's a really interesting opportunity, I suppose, the next few weeks. It sounds like you guys could potentially be really busy, and hopefully you will. Incidentally, for those people at home who haven't actually seen the previous video, it is well worth checking out this project's website, and also as well considering downloading the app, because it's a really great way actually just to get involved with day-to-day archaeology. You could be out walking your dog and make a really important find. So hopefully you guys will have plenty of information coming your way in coming days and weeks. I'm almost envious. It sounds very exciting. So anyway, thanks again for your time. It's been wonderful catching up with you, and please do keep in touch and let us know how the Scottish Coastal Heritage Project develops. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.